For most of you listening to this, you are saving money. Your money's going somewhere, someone else's bank. Your money's going into a 401k. Your money's going into a brokerage account, maybe into crypto through Coinbase or something like that. You're saving money right now. So therefore, you have the ability to change where that money goes first. That's all I'm saying. Just change where that money goes first. Don't put it in someone else's bank. Put it in your own bank. And what is your own bank? Let's get down to it. Your own bank is something that banks have known about for a long time. As a matter of fact, your own bank, of what I'm going to show you and tell you what that is exactly where the banks, traditional banks, have put more of their money than anything else. They own more of this than they do all the land in buildings combined. So what is it? Well, it is nothing more than a dividend-paying, specially designed and engineered. Let me repeat that. Dividend-paying, specially designed and engineered whole life insurance policy from a mutually owned company. Now that I've said that, what comes to your mind? Oh, Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman said that's the worst place I could put my money. That's because Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman and the other talking heads out there are thinking that this is regular whole life, as if there's only one kind of whole life out there, as if there's only one way to design a whole life. Well, you can think that too. You can think that all whole life is the same whole life that your broke-ass brother-in-law sold you back 5 years ago, and you're like, that was a terrible place to put money. You can think that all whole life is the same as that insurance store down the street is selling. And you know what that is? Overpriced, overcommissioned life insurance. That's what Dave Ramsey says. That's what Susie Orman says. And that is probably correct. But I'm talking about a completely different kind of whole life. Still a whole life, but contractually and design-wise, it is designed and engineered to operate and do something different. There will always be a death benefit, but let's just say we put the lowest death benefit on that we possibly can under the IRS guidelines called the MEC 7 payroll. So we put the lowest death benefit on. We support it with term insurance because the IRS has requirements for how much death benefit we have based on how much money we want to put into our bank. And our bank is nothing more than a specially designed and engineered whole life policy. So now we design the plan completely different. Most whole life is sold with the highest base death benefit. We're putting the lowest base death benefit. And then if we need to, we're putting what Dave Ramsey loves, that really inexpensive, cheap life insurance called term on the policy to support the IRS requirement. Then what we're doing is we're taking our hard-earned money and we're going to change where that money goes. And we're going to take this money and we're going to make premium deposits into that specially designed whole life. That's all we're doing. Instead of taking this money and putting it in the traditional bank, we're going to take this money, the savings portion of what you make, and we're going to put it into our bank, which is nothing more than this specially designed and engineered whole life. So now you're still thinking, well, but why would I do that? That just still doesn't seem smart. Let's get to why. Why did the banks do this? Why did all those wealthy families that I just mentioned, including Walt Disney and Ray Kroc, who you can look it up, both of them used it in their businesses. Walt Disney World would not be there without whole life insurance. Matter of fact, you can definitely look that one up. Ray Kroc would probably not be a real estate company first and a hamburger place second if it weren't for whole life insurance, because they understood what I'm about to tell you. And what I'm about to tell you is the reason why you would change this one thing, which is where your money goes first, is because of something Albert Einstein knew very well. Yes, not mathematics, but that's part of it. He understood that compound interest, but let's go one step further, uninterrupted, and I'll get to explaining that, uninterrupted compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said this. He said it is the most powerful thing in the universe. Those that understand it, earn it. Those that don't, pay it. What side are you on? I got $200 bills. Are you on the right side where you understand compound interest and you earn it? Or are you on the left side where you don't understand it or think you understand what you don't understand